Welcome back, my fellow otakus. This is Jeikun here, and today we're actually gonna have the first episode of OTKT. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like a little podcast. So if you guys are busy or whatever you're doing, you could just play this in the background and listen. But today I'm gonna be joined by my good friend Chris over here. You can say hi to everyone.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Alright, so he actually has a YouTube channel of his own. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, so if you want to check him out, you guys could actually do that, and I'll leave a little subscribe button at the end of this video as well, so you guys could check him out then. But anyways, do you know what we're talking about today, Chris?
Yeah, we pretty much talked about on how we're gonna talk about anime and gaming and all of that stuff.
Alright, so
pretty much our passion.
Yeah, so actually, I'm interested, guys. If you guys are watching this, right, I want to know how did you guys start first? Like, how did you guys first start watching anime? So, Chris, how did you start watching anime? I'm curious.
Well, anime and myself go way back, as in like, when I was a kid. Like my first anime I've ever seen was Dragon Ball.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first anime, and it wasn't Dragon Ball the first series when Goku was a kid. It was Dragon Ball Z, and I remember my first episode. It was an episode when Goku was fighting Frieza on Namek.
Alright, so mine is actually pretty similar. I think Dragon Ball was like my second anime. My first anime I know for sure is Full Metal Alchemist. It wasn't Brotherhood, it was actually just regular Full Metal Alchemist. But I remember watching Dragon Ball as like my second anime, and I saw Dragon Ball Z, but I had no idea what was going on. So like I never even finished Dragon Ball, and I saw a clip of Dragon Ball Z, and I didn't know who the hell Goku was. I thought Goten was Goku, so I was like, wait, who's that?
Exactly. It's the whole confusion. It's like after watching that episode when Goku obliterated Frieza.
Oh, you started off like in the middle out of nowhere?
Yeah, it was out of nowhere. I remember it too. I was just scrolling through the channels, and I saw that, and I was like, "Oh, cool, they're fighting."
Did you know actually, like, I was in the middle of Dragon Ball, but I saw Dragon Ball Z out of nowhere, and it started off right at the Buu Saga, so I didn't even know what the hell Super Saiyan was. And when I saw them going yellow, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, I was so used to having Goku being like the little like main character without using any special powers, like transforming, right?
Right.
So seeing actual Goku turning Super Saiyan, I was like, what the fuck? Who's that? And I thought Goten was Goku because like he's small, but I was like, what happened to his tail? So I didn't even know who Trunks was.
You started very late then, because after watching Goku whoop Frieza, I saw. Backwards. Oh wow! Because I remember my favorite arc is when the Cell series. The Cell arc was amazing. It's one of my favorite, and that's why I love and appreciate Gohan so much, because he is the underdog of the squad.
I like how we just started talking about Dragon Ball, because my channel is about Dragon Ball. Like, it just happened to be our first anime. Okay. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist was my first anime, but my mom actually was the one that got me into it. I remember being at my grandparents' house, and she would drag me home to watch it because I was her excuse to actually watch a cartoon. It was pretty interesting. But I
don't remember watching Full Metal Alchemist. I think nobody's ever heard of it, but have you ever heard of Zatchbell?
Yeah, I remember that. Holy shit! It was like the book, right? The book with the spells, and they had the little kids. Oh my god! I really wanted to get into that, but like the moment I moved to America, right, that show didn't exist for me anymore. I couldn't find it on anything.
Wow, because I have these conversations with people, and we go through every anime. We go through Dragon Ball, we go through Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously Pokemon.
I didn't like Yu-Gi-Oh that much as a kid.
Oh, like, dude, I still have trading cards then, bro.
I played the card, like, I only got into the card game in like middle school. I don't remember playing it any earlier. Like, early on was just Pokemon cards for me.
No, I really wasn't into Pokemon like that, to be honest. It was mostly Yu-Gi-Oh for me. Yeah, so I like Pokemon the game, just not the card game.
Yeah, my first game was actually Leaf Green, I think.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't play the older one.
Dude, I keep forgetting there's this.
Yeah, just letting you guys know, to you guys watching, there's like a kind of like a generation gap between me and Chris here.
Exactly.
So like he was, alright. How old are you?
I'm actually 23.
Yeah,
well, I'm turning 23.
I'm 18. I'm turning 19. I guess it's not too far apart, but there is like a little gap. So like the games that you actually grew up on, like I might not have ever even played it before. So for example, like Metroid, I didn't play Metroid, but you're like a big fan of it.
Oh man, I freaking love Metroid, man.
Like I didn't even play Metroid before. I mean, it was on the Game Boy as well, right?
Metroid 2 Return of Samus was on the Game Boy, and they just remade it for the 3DS.
Yeah, when I was playing the Game Boy, right, all I played was like Mega Man Battle Network, like Network Battle, and like Pokemon. I forgot what else I played. I remember playing a few Metal Slug games.
Oh yeah, no! Oh my gosh, on what? On the handheld?
Boy, yeah.
Oh my gosh, no! I played Metal Slug when it was out on at the laundromat, bro.
Really? Yo, I still remember they do have machines on it. I just never had the coins to actually play it though. And for everyone watching, right? I want to know how you guys start watching and like, what was your first game that you ever played? So Chris, what was actually your first game that you ever played?
Man. I think honestly, I think the first game I ever played was on, I want to say Pokemon Red
really?
for the Game Boy.
Game? Pokemon?
Yeah, if I can remember correctly, yes. And then I played that for a while, and then I remember the following week, my mother actually took me to Toys R Us, and then we bought the Nintendo 64.
Wow, I don't think I grew up with the N64.
Oh man, you're making me feel old, bro.
My first system was actually the Game Boy, like the game, like not the colored one. I don't know which version it is. It was kind of like fat.
I bet it's the Advance.
Yeah, it was the Game Boy.
It
Advance.
Wasn't. I bet it was the Advance because the Advance was great, man. It was like
I only had that thing for like 3 days before my dad took it away because it didn't have lights on it. He just got me an SP. So I guess I started gaming around when the SP was around. My first game was actually Mega Man though.
Which one?
I have no idea. I was way too young to like know which one it is, but I just knew like it was Mega Man. Like when I saw gameplays of it on YouTube, I was like, hey, I played that, okay.
It was for me, and this is why I appreciate Nintendo so much, is because I actually remember when the SB came out, right? And I got the first one. I have the first one, the silver one.
It was silver? Came out my first one was blue.
Yeah. The Combat Blue, I had that too. And then I remember one time my mom, something happened to my silver one. I forgot what happened to it, but it broke. And then we went to go buy the blue one. And then after the blue one, my mom bought me Metroid Fusion. And then that was great, man. That was great.
Yo, I don't remember like any of those games, man. I mean, the gap between us is not that far too. So like a lot happened in like a few years. You know, that's the thing I like about like the community that we're in, is because like a lot of people like us, we could actually talk about a lot of stuff and people just don't realize it. Like, you know, a lot of games, like the games we play, right, it's probably just like a later variation. Like I'm pretty sure you played like the original Marios, right? I never even got into Marios until like the latest one, and it's really cool for people like us to actually like meet up and talk about games like this.
Yeah,
that's why I started this kind of little podcast for, because I'm hoping that people would comment in the bottom of this video and we could just have discussions in the comment section.
Definitely. Have you ever played this? Is we'll kind of switch back to the anime thing. Have you ever played Naruto on any console or anything like that?
I think my first Naruto game was probably, actually I don't know. It was on the Game Boy for sure. I forgot what's it called. I remember starting off. It was in the middle of the tuning exam. I was running through the forest. Was it Ninja
man,
Council
you see,
or something? I forgot.
You see, here's a little background of me and Naruto. Before, when I was growing up, when I was in middle school, I believe I was in the 08 or somewhere around that year. I forgot when it was. Dude, honestly, I hated Naruto.
You hated Naruto? Yo, me too. When I first saw Naruto, I didn't really like the concept because I was still a big fan of Dragon Ball at that time. So I was like, Naruto, fuck that shit. Right? Yeah. I remember telling one of my friends, I was like, nah, fuck that shit. That shit's gay. Because I never even started watching it. And then when I started watching it, like I was like, holy shit, this is good. I was just like drawing it in the side of my notebook, and he was like, hey, I thought you didn't like Naruto. I'm just like, I take that shit back.
Exactly. That's the same story with me. The story with me is like, obviously Naruto started, I believe, in 05. I want to say 05, right? Mm-hmm. I saw a whole season and I thought it was whack. Really? I thought this is whack. Whoever likes this crap is a loser. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you guys can be friends with me if you watch Naruto and all that stuff. Look, dude, I used to bash on people because they like Naruto, and it was not my cup of tea. But recently,
Oh, wait,
my
recently?
friend was
Just like recently, now recently, or
I mean like a month ago.
wow, okay.
A month ago, I remember one of my friends came up to me. He was talking about Naruto, and I was like, "Yo, you're a loser." And then he said, "Why?" And then I was like, "Cause Naruto's for losers, man. How can you watch that crap?" So we're pretty much going back and forth. And in the end, he was like, "Dude, you were young. Now that you matured, you should give it a shot." And I'm like, "No."
Wait,
So
how
then,
did you start then?
actually, on a Friday, I remember this day. On a Friday, I took a day off of work because Verizon. I just moved, so Verizon came by to my house. So the internet was down. I couldn't game because I had to be vigilant on the dude. So then I remember my friend talking about Naruto, and I was like, "All right, let me give it a shot." I was like, "Let me give it a shot." And then the first episode, dude, the very first episode, right when Naruto was
like
being
original Naruto, like the kid.
Yeah, the kid Naruto, when he was being bashed up because he didn't know how to transform. After watching that and then watching Mitsuki betraying Naruto, and then Naruto knowing that he's a nuisance, but then he had that one person with him who believed in him, dude, that made me cry. It made me cry. And the reason why it made me cry, and whoever's watching right now or hearing this, you can say whatever you want, but honestly, it made me cry because it made me appreciate what the show is about. And to be honest, I found Naruto to be relatable.
Really? Like, so wait, are you like up to date with Naruto now, or are you still catching up?
Right now, I'm currently on episode, I believe, 92 on Shippuden.
Which is that? Like, is that anywhere? Like, tell me what's happening.
So pretty much what's happening is that Hinata, Shino, and Kiba and Kakashi, they have to go find Orochimaru's hideout.
Okay.
And this is
okay. You can stop there. I think I know. So alright, so you finished like the original Naruto then, right? I actually started watching Naruto like during the tuning exam. Like you said, right? I thought it was whack at first. So I like one of my first few friends in middle school, he lended me this Naruto DVD thing, right? I brought it home. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it. It was around New Year's, I remember that. And I plugged it into those portable DVD players. Do you still remember those?
Oh yeah.
Yo, so I plugged into one of those, right? And I just started watching it from there. It was like in the tuning exam, Sasuke was fighting Orochimaru. Holy shit, that scene was dope. Like the animations.
Boss.
Yeah, and like after that, I just started watching it from episode 1, and it was like one of my favorite animes since then. Like, all right, so if you were to have like a kid, right, would Naruto be the anime that you show him first, or would you show him Dragon Ball?
To be honest, I love Dragon Ball and all. I love it without a doubt. But honestly, because I found Naruto so relatable, I will show him Naruto first. And the reason why is because it's relatable. It's relatable. Like, for the reason why I say it's relatable is because I was that kid who was pretty much annoying and most of the time alone. So it was like I didn't really have that much of people looking up to me or believe in me and all, because they most of the time I was alone and everybody had their own cliques and whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm going down the lonely road.
All right, so you hear that, kids? Like, for everyone that's watching, you don't watch anime, right? You gotta start now. Like, make Naruto your first anime. It actually teaches you some stuff.
It actually does, man. That's why Dragon Ball, it's great, because what Dragon Ball teaches you is pretty much never give up, or just never being satisfied with what you have and what you are.
Yeah, you know, some people actually find that kind of annoying about Goku, how he's always just like wanting to train and shit.
Yep.
You know what really annoys me? Do you know what's the difference between otakus and weeaboos?
I never heard of weeaboos, to be honest.
Really? You never heard of it? Alright, so like, I keep hearing people that likes anime calling themselves weeaboos. I mean, that's... Alright, so, you never heard of the term?
Never.
Have you heard of otaku?
Yeah, I actually searched up the otaku. It's like someone was like really I guess you can correct me if I'm wrong, and I pretty much I'm wrong. Someone was like obsessed with like anime and stuff and like all that.
Yeah, it's pretty much someone who's into anime and games, right? I think that's perfectly fine, but it's just that people in Japan actually thinks that's kind of a bad thing, is because you're actually not contributing to society because you're in your room all the time playing games and watching anime, right? But
right.
It's completely okay to be otaku, to be honest. I think nowadays a lot of people in Japan are otakus because it's just a big part of their culture at this point. But what weeaboo is alright, so when people call themselves a weeaboo, they're thinking of otakus. I don't really like that, because a weeaboo is actually someone who disrespects Japan culture because they're trying to imitate it. Have you seen people who try to like just like speak Japanese and they're acting like they're like someone from Japan? Have you ever seen that?
No, to be honest.
Really?
I didn't.
Alright, so like a lot of people in high school, like, cause I just graduated high school, right? A lot of people in high school actually does that, right? And they call themselves a weeb, but like, you know, I mean, they really are, but like, you know, and people that are otakus are calling themselves weeaboo because they're mixing up the meanings, and I don't know, that just kind of annoys me.
Right. No, I never actually heard the term before. I think the reason why I never heard of it is because I think in after middle school, high school, I kind of like strayed away from anime a little bit.
When did you start? Like when you were like a kid? Like how old were you when you first started?
You see, I was watching the reruns obviously, but I was watching that. I believe I was 7. I want to say 7. I believe I was 7, and then I kept on at it for a while, and then Dragon Ball ended, and then I started watching Zatch Bell, and then Yu-Gi-Oh, and then Pokemon, and then after a while,
finished Zatch Bell, you know.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh?
Zatch Bell. And now that you're talking about it, I never even finished it. I remember watching like 3 or 4 episodes, and then like I moved to America, and that just doesn't exist anymore for some reason.
Well, actually, I think they never got to finish Zatch Bell. I think it was canceled. Yeah,
it was canceled.
I think it was canceled. I don't remember them finishing it.
You know, I had a Game Boy game for Zatch Bell. It was a fighting game.
You see, this is the stuff that nobody remembers, and it's like, dude, you never heard of Zatch Bell? Are you serious? Right? And then when I'm showing the picture, they're like, nope. I'm like, wow.
Oh. I didn't think it was really popular because I thought it was only like popular in like China.
Oh, I mean, I thought it was popular. I thought it was cool.
Oh. All right. Well, you know, we actually talked about a lot of things in this video. Like, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but it's been going on for like almost 20 minutes now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was a good convo.
There's a lot of good conversations to be had, and that's why this series kind of exists. So if you guys have anything to talk about, just feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Me and Chris will try to reply to you guys like as much as we can. I'm pretty sure we will be able to because I barely get comments. But yeah.
Don't say that, bro.
Yeah, but we did talk about a lot of interesting stuff this week, and I'm hoping to make this kind of like a weekly thing, but if not weekly, at least try to do it multiple times a month. And probably we'll have Chris over again because he's a pretty interesting guy to talk to about this kind of stuff.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, so remember guys to like actually go down in the comment section below and check out his channel. He's actually, I mean, the description below, and check out his channel. He's a pretty good guy. He plays a lot of fun games. Like, I think you're playing Destiny right now, right?
Yes, dude, my life right now is Destiny.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested in any of those kind of stuff, check out his channel. But aside from that, I think we covered a lot of things today. Do you think we're done?
I think we pretty much said what we had to say. I think next time we should have like a part 2, and then we'll
like maybe with more people, and the video would be even longer with like 3 people.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Leave a like if you did. But aside from that, you know, that's pretty much all I had to say. So you want to say goodbye?
Guys, don't forget to subscribe, my boy Jeikun. Yep. If you like this video, leave a like down below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Peace.